I'm sorry, but you leave that film knowing less than when you went in. Believe me, the trailer was better. Millions of questions, dude, millions. Frank, Chris Pine's character, how did he find 72 men and women who wanted to live in a virtual reality, not just live in it, but force their wives into permanent comas to be forced into this virtual reality? And I mean, was Chris Pine selling this technology over the counter? I doubt it. Was he with the CIA? Was he working at Guantanamo Bay? You don't know. You never find out. Chris Pine is just some rich billionaire who's sort of like Sean Bean from The Island, is the best way I could gather it. But where do you find clients that are a bunch of incels? Like all the dudes in the video, in the movie, were confident, awesome, kind of seemingly awesome dudes. They were blowing their girls, they were being romantic, and everything was cool. But why would guys in the real world who are like broke and they've got beards and 5 o'clock shadow in front of their laptop in their shitty apartment, why would they decide to put their wife, who works a lot and has a career and is probably paying the fucking bills, why would you put her in a coma? And now, that's why I called the movie The Poop Sheet Girls, because now your wife is comatose, laying on the bed next to you, shitting herself and peeing herself, and you got to have an IV that feeds her. Where are you paying for all this medical shit? You got to change her bedpan. Like, wouldn't it be easier just to let her go to work at the hospital 30 hours a week, 30 hours a day, and pay the fucking bills while your ass sits in front of your laptop jerking off to like scat porn? Like, who the fuck are these guys that they can pretend to dress up and be the ultimate husbands at night, but during the day, this was like, they should have took this movie in the direction of the incel community, and it would have been really scary. Make the characters younger, maybe. Make them like in their like 19, 18, 20. It would have, might have been more appropriate, but make the guys incels, dude. Wouldn't that have been cool? But no, they just made no sense, dude. I am not chaining my wife up in the basement on an IV and changing shit and piss just so I can lock her up and turn her into a 1960s housewife. Pfft, fuck you, dude. She wants to work and pay the bills. I'm staying at home. There were so many problems with this movie, dude. And then Chris Pine's character gets stabbed by his own wife, and she says something like, "It's my turn." What does that mean? What does that mean? What's she gonna do? Take over the company? Well, now you've got a dead husband laying in bed next to you with fucking VR goggles on. What are you gonna do with his body, dumbass? Well, I'm gonna take over his company. Well, you ain't gonna have a company when our hero, Florence, goes to the cops and says, "Here's my dead husband in this shitty apartment where I've been kept in a coma state for months." You know, game over, dude. They're going to find that. Anyway, just, I couldn't believe it. But otherwise, great scenery, great photography. There was a lot of Jordan Peele directing style in this, and maybe even a little bit of M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong influence in this film. And you will notice it, and you don't like it. Anyway.